Alright everybody, so welcome back. So this is going to be the new archery channel that I'm going to be starting. I told you guys I was going to start doing archery stuff out of my garage, and here's the first installment of that. I got the bow press. I'm just waiting to get the other pins for it. And I've got the arrow saw, and I'll start cutting arrows and building the high FOC arrows for the upcoming video. So this is the bow that I shoot. This is a Matthews Black Max 2. And the rest that I have on it is what you call a Muzzy Zero effect. It's a drop away rest, and it has a arm that pivots right here off the cable slide. And I've been shooting this rest for, I want to say 14 years. It was on my old bow. I had a Fredbear code, and it shot great off of that. One rest I've never tried, Whisker Biscuit. I don't mind the Whisker Biscuit. You know, I want to be able to shoot off the ground and have it be a little more quiet. This arrow bounces around, and not that I don't mind drop away rests. I'm going to try a Whisker Biscuit. This one, though, doesn't have the adjustability that the Deluxe does, which is the one that I really want. And if I do like it, I'll go to a Deluxe, so then I have more adjustment. This just goes side to side. So with this, I'm just going to disassemble it, and I'm going to install the Whisker Biscuit on how I do it. So let's start with that. So on the Zero Effect rest, you have an Allen head bolt right in here. Take this off. It's a small screw. And then because of this, I need to make sure I put it in a cup so I don't lose the parts. Then you have to use a 1/2 inch wrench to uninstall the arm. This is a lock nut on it. And this is your rest itself. So as your bow comes back with the cable slide, this draws up and your rest is right here. And this works great. If you've seen these, they have these on bow fishing rigs, and they work good. I'm used to this, but the problem is it's so old. It's starting to crack here, and I'm afraid I'm just going to break it in the field. And they don't make parts for this anymore. They don't make these anymore, which sucks because I'm not a big fan of the ripcord rests. They are good. New Archery Products makes them. They are very good. I just don't like them because of the cord. I'm afraid the cord's going to snap or something, but that's why I went with this. So I am going to keep this just in case I don't like the Whisker Biscuit. So now I believe, well, size up, 9/16. Take this off. This is like a giant overdraw too. So that's this plate. So the guide and your bolt. And I'm going to fall back in after. So now you install the Whisker Biscuit. And this one looks like this bolt I have for it is a lot longer. Oh, it's going to do just fine. Grab the Allen wrench. So now I have it. Now what I need to do is I need to set my D-loop, make sure that it's plumb and square, and then I'll get that all set. All right, so I had to take the old D-loop off. It's worn out. I've got multiple colors here of D-loop material that I'm going to probably go with the flow green to match my string. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that the bow is square with a level, and then a level on the actual arrow itself. So with these, I'll make sure, oh, hey, it's level. It's scary. Let me show you. That's level. And then it's a level right there. So now, take a measurement arrow. So if this is level here and it's square here, take this one, put it on the arrow. I don't know if you guys can see that. Square to me. So that means my knocking point's going to go right here. Now, a lot of people will tie off some serving here. I don't do that. I just take my D-loop material and tie it off. And I should have a lighter out here, but I don't. Then I just flatten the end. Now when I go to actually burn the ends off, I'm not using that torch. Because I know someone's going to say, oh, that's smart, use a torch. No. Tie the new loop in. Now I'm going to take this square off. Now, they do make something called D-loop pliers. I don't have a pair yet. I had a pair when I worked at the shop at Dick's Sporting Goods, and someone probably snagged them. But this is how I used to tie them in all the time before. So, she's square here, square up here. Like I said, I always leave extra. And I like my D-loop short. So, I'm going to shorten that a hair more. So now that it's in there, I'm going to pop the arrow off. Needle nose pliers. Push them in. That's your D-loop. So now what I'll do is I'll cut those ends off. Clean those up. Alright, so I just burned the ends. Saved you guys that. Burn the ends off. That's all set. Make sure it's all square again. So now the arrow is squared off in the bow. So as soon as we get some warm weather, I'm going to be doing some shooting, and I'm going to be doing the high FOC arrows. I'm guessing I'm going to be shooting 300s. I'm going to try the 250s and 300s with a Rance Ferry Special from Serious Archery. It's going to be the I think it's the 200, 225, 275s, and 300 grains that I'm going to try for the field tips. So yeah, it's going to be fun. Some of you are probably wondering what type of sight I have, because it looks kind of weird. I know a lot of people say that about my sight. So this is my sight. It's what you call a hind sight. And I don't use a peep. Not a fan of peeps. So, with the X, you have to line up, you have to have a reference pin. So you always keep the X on your reference pin. So say like it's 20 yards, my top pin's 20 yards, okay? Reference pin stays on the X, and you put the 20-yard pin on the target at 20 yards. But you always make sure this X is on the reference pin. If you try to take this and put it on that pin, you're going to shoot straight in the ground. Vice versa, if you try to put this X on the bottom pin and use this for the like 60 yards, you're going to shoot way high over it. So that's how the hindsight works. So there you have it. That's how I set up a Whisker Biscuit on a bow. If I end up liking the Whisker Biscuit, I do want to get the deluxe version. Now these are made by Trophy Ridge. I like the old Carolina Archery Products one. It had more adjustability in it. If you can find them, you know, they're like $40, $50 for them. The deluxes, when they first came out, they were like $100, $120. So I'm hoping I end up liking this, and then I'll shoot Whisker Biscuit. Not that my drop away is a piece of junk. Like I said, I want to try something different. Like I want to try to do spot and stock. And I'm tired of my arrow just bouncing around and me having to sit here and hold it itself. So, but yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do more archery videos for you guys. And I'm going to do some like setting up crossbows as well, because my press will do crossbows, and I can do bolt building, so I can build bolts for customers. And when I build them, I don't use carbon. I'm typically using 2219 arrows and cut them down, take the fletchings off, and put either 5-inch vanes, or I can put 4-inch vanes, 3-inch vanes, whatever you want to shoot. So there. But yeah, other than that, that's it in a nutshell for this one, guys. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below, and hope to see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.